The restaurant opened up in 1951, and it's always had family members here running it. Ted Peters' grandson is in here, and his son is here, so we've got 5 generations of family running the business. It started out with Ted Peters. He and his mother came down here after the war in 1945, and there wasn't any work, so they decided to open up a restaurant. Originally, when Ted Peters got here, this particular location at the time was water, and Ted bought the submerged land, and from that point on started filling it in, made his own seawall out of palm trees and railroad ties, and kept dumping dirt here until finally he had enough soil to build a restaurant on. After the restaurant had been open for about 20 years, people started coming in and they'd seen so many restaurants in the neighborhood change so much, they started saying, please don't mess with our memories. Keep doing it the way you've always done it. And so after 20 or 30 years of business, we decided it was really important to keep it looking the same, functioning the same, using the same kind of processes. We've always just exactly done it the way we did it in the beginning. We didn't change, everything around us did. Basically, everything on the menu has been there since 1951. We smoked mackerel, smoked mullet, the hamburgers, hot dogs, the clam chowder, the German potato salad. About 10 years after we were open, we came up with the idea of making smoked fish spread, and that's our second most popular item. The newest thing on the menu, I put on the menu in 1991, which is salmon. Most salmon is brined and cold smoked. We decided to use our process, which is a hot smoke. It tends to cause a lot of shrinkage, but at the same time it makes the product more moist and more tender. And I had made a trip or two to Alaska and just said, why don't we start trying to do this? And it got quite popular, and we retail more of that fish than anything else at this time. I like seeing all the generations of people come in. I have people in here that have grandchildren, and I remember them being little tiny kids themselves. So it's kind of a hoot to see the generations of people that have grown up in this restaurant through the years.